What's going on, everyone? This is Tori Stewart. I'm here with my man
Shavar, Hyman, and Mac Team CEO.
Stand Up. So like we said, guys, we had something huge that was going to come out. We have something that, we feel like is going to create a huge movement in our organization, inside of this, inside this company. And we just wanted to be the first, to come together and bring you this video. We wanted to make a video together because we feel like this is something that's very, very important. And if you guys were on our team huddle last night, you guys would have saw that what we're doing is we're creating one huge movement. We talked about creating one huge movement because of what it can do, the momentum it can spark, the lives are going to be changed just because of the movement alone. We all know that people, they don't join companies, they join movements, they join teams, they join other people. And what we're doing here with this movement is we're creating one huge movement, like I said, and we're all going to come together. We're all going to become the Millionaire Ambassador Club, okay? So if you guys have been watching, me, if you guys have been part of my organizations in the past, you guys know we had one main team, and everybody else just went out there and branched out and did their own thing. And that's not what I wanted to do, because we can't have 6, 7 different teams all on the same team. We can't go on vacations and go to conventions and all have different shirts, all be branding ourselves differently. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't show a movement going on. So we talked about this. All the leaders came together. Myself, Shavar, John Williams, and a couple of my other guys on the team as well that have huge organizations, in Syracuse, New York, Ohio, Canada. And we all decided to all come together under one name. And the one name we decided to come, together upon is, the Millionaire Ambassador Club, the MAC team. You guys, as you guys can see our shirts right here, Shavar and John, man, they created something, very, very huge there with the MAC team, about 500 members over there. And what we wanted to do is just kind of bring everybody all together in one Facebook group and one team name, and just go out there and represent the MAC team and just make this movement bigger than you can ever possibly imagine, guys. This company, this team has started to already, catch a buzz in the organization with other, leaders, with the, with people that are higher up in this company. And we just want to go ahead, jump on it, and make it a lot bigger than it already is, guys. It's already big, and it's already moving at a huge, alarming rate. But we just want to go ahead and take it over the top here with the MAC team, guys. So you guys, if you guys are on board with us, you guys already know what it is. The MAC team's about to blow up. And we just kind of want to talk, about why it's beneficial. I'm going to let Shavar come on and kind of talk about why he thinks it's beneficial for all of us to come together under one name, one organization, one team, within Wake Up Now, and really blow this thing out. So go ahead, Shavar, just kind of talk to people, let them know about, what the MAC team really means, and, what we're doing here, and why you think it's going to be beneficial for the whole team.
Well, just like you said earlier, it's going to be beneficial because why should we have so many different teams when we're all, under one organization? The MAC team, we started a movement, it's now to the point where I'm going places and people know what the MAC team is. People that's not even in Wake Up Now, just because they see, people in my local area wearing the MAC shirts. They see me out wearing the MAC shirts. People on my Facebook page wearing MAC shirts, tagging me and stuff like that. So people know what the Millionaire Ambassadors Club is. In the next 6 months, I think the Millionaire Ambassadors Club have potential to hit thousands and thousands of members. All right, the movement's crazy. You already know what company we're involved with, but it's deeper than that. The MAC team is a family. We want everyone to have the same success that our mentors had. We're teaching our team how to do that also. Hey man, it's the MAC team. That's all I got to say, man.
Exactly, and what Shavar just said. We already have about 1,000 with us merging together and all becoming one team. We're bringing the MAC team with the teams that I already had, and we're gonna have about 1,000 people already by the end of this month. Right now, I think it's August 11th. Okay, by the end of this month, we're probably gonna have about 1,300 to 1,400 MAC members alone, from all the way from Canada to Puerto Rico to California to here in Pennsylvania. MAC team is everywhere. This is a huge movement. And I hope you guys understand what we're about to do. The culture we're about to create. That we're about to expand to another level. The cult that we have, built within our organization. Like Shavar said, is much deeper than Wake Up Now. We're all family. And with all of us coming together under one name, man, it's just gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be so beneficial because when you're out there wearing your MAC shirts, and make sure you guys get your MAC shirts too, because that's just gonna create a great advertising for you, because everybody's gonna hear the MAC team, and what I want Shavar to kind of explain is what is the MAC team, like how was it founded, where did we get Millionaire Ambassador Club from, like why did you guys come together to create the MAC team in the first place?
Well, when me and John got started online together, our team name was called something else. We were the Millionaire Marketers Club. But when it came down to, you know, legal issues and getting the name registered, we couldn't use the name. So, you know, the founders that we had in the MAC team, we all decided, you know, to come up with a different name. And one of them said, hey, how about the Millionaire Ambassadors Club? So it sounded cool. I went along with it. You know, I didn't think it would be, you know, nothing too major. You know, a few months down the line, look at it now. You know, we hit 500 members. Now we're over 500. About to hit 1,000 soon.
That's crazy. And this is done within 8 months.
A little less than that.
A little less than 8 months. So just imagine 6 months from now, guys. We're talking about thousands of members on this team, guys. If you're not part of the movement, I don't know what to tell you, but right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna swing it over to another co-founder of the MAC team, Mr. John Williams. He's gonna go into, you know, what the MAC team is all about a little bit more. Kind of go through some things. Gonna go through some training that we have, you know, available for you guys that are looking to get started here with our MAC team. But guys, go out there, you know, spread the word. We're gonna be all over social media. Whenever you talk about Wake Up Now, guys, you're gonna know what the MAC team is all about. You guys have, you know, future executives. You know, Shavar and I, within the next, you know, 3 or 4 months, we're gonna be executives in this company. You know, Shavar, myself, John, and a few other guys are gonna be Founder 5, Founder 6, and Founder 7. You know, it's beneficial to have one team with all these different ranks and to have separate teams with maybe a Founder 4 on one team and a Founder 5 on one team. So just imagine now with all of us coming together, all these executives, all these Founder 7s, and now you guys can use that when you're talking to a prospect. Like, man, our team has so many different ranks on the team because of the great training. You know, we have duplicatable systems and all that. So we're going to get more into that, you know, with John Williams. So without any further ado, go ahead, John, take it away. Go ahead, talk to the team, you know, tell everybody what the MAC team is all about and let them know something special with our training that we have coming out for everyone as well. So go ahead, John.
Founder John Williams, and I want to give a shout out to Shavar and Tori. And I just want to talk to y'all for a minute. Basically, you know, you guys heard about the merge and what we're doing with the, you know, the whole organization, whether with my sponsor and, you know, the whole MAC team. We're basically, you know, putting together a bigger movement by merging all teams together. But enough of that. I want to tell you guys, you know, basically why the MAC team was started for everybody that's just getting into the MAC team or, you know, new members of the MAC team. But we basically started the MAC team to help out the average person to create an income and, you know, help us move together as a team, not just one person. You know, if we work together, we can, you know, build something stronger. And as us just, you know, bringing people into this industry or company or whatever it may be, you know, it's changing lots of lives, and that's what we're about, and that's what mainly the MAC team is about. You know, for everyone that's coming on the team, you know, I want to just say we have a great training site, you know, and we're actually adding an additional, you know, to our training site, the 2.0. We're actually creating a social network for the whole MAC team. So you'll be able to log into our social network and basically connect with anybody that's on the MAC team and also get training there and everything too. So that's something we're working on for the team and anyone that's joining this movement. So we have online support, offline support. You know, we're a pretty strong movement. And, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and give it back to Shavar and Tori, but that's just what I wanted to say. And, you know, I just want to say everybody stay motivated and keep it up. And let's go, MAC Life.
All right, great. Thanks a lot, John, for all that. You know, we're really excited for everything that you have coming out with the training. You know, the whole network, the whole social network is going to be amazing. And it's going to, you know, give our team a little bit of an edge when it comes to building our organization because we're creating that culture, you know. Guys, I want you guys to understand, you're with our team, you're with a lot of people in this, you know, organization that know how to do a lot of different things in this business. We've been in the, you know, in the industry for about, I've been, you know, for about 2 years. Shavar's been in for about 2 years, and I think John's been in for about the same, you know. And, you know, we got past all the hardships of, you know, trying to learn how to build a team, and we know how to build a team. So when you're getting, you know, started with, you know, the MAC team, you're getting started with leadership in this organization that knows what it takes to take it to the next level. You know, don't follow other people that are not even making $1,000 a month. You know, don't go over there and try to get into another company or whatever the case may be because maybe it's not working out at first. You know, stick with it, guys. Stick with everything that we have to show you guys. Don't try to deter and trying to do things that you think are going to work. You know, just kind of follow the system that we have in place because everything that we've done and we've tested and it works, and that's how our team has grown so fast. So I want to kind of get into, you know, exactly why, you know, us over here at the Millionaire Ambassadors Club chose Wake Up Now. And I'm going to go ahead and let Shavar get into that, why we decided to choose Wake Up Now, what we like the most about it.
Well, the main reason that we chose Wake Up Now is because of this. You know, John and I, like I said, you know, we've been working together for a while. We made money in other companies. We built large teams, but we couldn't, you know, teach them how to duplicate the success we were having. You know, with Wake Up Now, it's like a team build, okay? So in order for us to hit the ranks we want to hit, we have to help the people under us. And it's easy to duplicate that. Plus the products and services, which Tori's gonna get into in a little bit, you know, it just makes sense because it's things that we use on a daily basis. So instead of, you know, being in programs, you know, trying to sell things that nobody really wants, we got to something that could benefit anyone and, you know, everyone.
Absolutely. I mean, the products and services, you know, that we have, like Shavar said, it's something that everybody can use. You know, on a daily basis, people are inboxing me like, Tori, man, you know, I really love your finance tool. You know, the finance tool is amazing. You know, we have one gentleman who was actually $10,000 in debt, and by using the Wake Up Now finance tool, within 5 to 6 months, guys, he got out of debt, guys. That's a very powerful tool. I mean, this tool alone, there was only one other company that ever sold this tool outside of a bank, and they sold it for $3,400 and $49 a month. With Wake Up Now, you're getting this all included in your membership, guys. It's a very great value for, you know, along with the other things that we have in the company as well. So the Wake Up Now finance tool, you know, personally to me, is probably one of the most powerful tools that we have in this company. So really go ahead and make sure once you get started in this business with our team, with the Mac family, the first thing you should do is set up your Wake Up Now finance, okay? If you guys aren't, if you're younger, you know, 18, 19 years old, you might not be managing your finance, so you probably don't understand how important it is to do so. But start now, because I'm telling you right now, once you start opening up credit cards and all that, it's going to start cashing up to you. So use your Wake Up Now finance tool, okay? TaxBot, I actually still have my TaxBot running right now, now that I say that. You know, on my way over here, I used it. What it does is it calculates your miles. So whenever I leave my house and I'm driving somewhere that's business related, I'll push the start button on my cell phone, which is it's an app on your cell phone, and hit stop. And when you reach your destination, it calculates how many miles you drove. And for every mile you drive, you save 56 cents. So at the end of the year, when you go do your taxes, you go to your CPA, you print out the form in your back office, print out everything that you spend money on for your business. You could take, you know, pictures of receipts, you know, if you go out to dinner, spend money for your business, and take the receipts and everything, or take the form to your CPA, and you'll get all that back for taxes. So the TaxBot tool, guys, very, very amazing. Make sure you guys set that up as well. We have our one local app that's on our cell phones as well. What it does is it, you know, basically finds all the best deals within 25 miles of your current location. So it's a very smart tool. It knows exactly where you're at by the GPS satellites. And what it'll do is, like I say, it'll just categorize things from travel, food, different things, and it'll find all the best deals for you. Okay, so it's basically like having your own personal coupon concierge, if you want to call it. Okay, we have a grocery section that, you know, helps you save a ton of money. What I personally do is I actually just click on select all, you know, on my back office, and I print all the grocery coupons. So you don't, you know, have to go to the get the newspaper on a Sunday and click the coupons. You can just go ahead and print them all out from your back office. Okay, nobody wants to click coupons nowadays. All right. The vacation club. I mean, I'm pretty sure Shavar loves the vacation club. We just got back from Ohio. You know, I was in Miami recently, and we're actually going to Utah and Las Vegas next month. It's gonna be very fun, and you know, a lot of these vacations, we're not even paying. First of all, Wake Up Now actually gives a vacation dollar so we can put towards these vacations. Okay, so I'm not paying nothing for Utah. I don't think Shavar is not paying nothing, you know, either. So, you know, our vacation bonus, our bonus dollars for that Wake Up Now offers is very, very great. It's a great incentive to have once you hit certain ranks in the company. But the reason why I mention that is because our vacation club has many, many great deals inside the back office. And I'm talking about 7-night stays to Mexico, Hawaii. You know, as you can see right here on the screen, there's just a whole bunch of different deals that are going on that you guys have access to with your vacation club. It's all part of your membership, okay? We have a 22% off of AT&T, okay? We have a newsstand. We have a bunch of different things, you know, that you can save money on, you know, that you will buy like on Amazon. You know, great deals on TV, sneakers. You know, what else, Shavar? What else we got as far as products go?
Anything, man. I seen they had the Xbox One up there, sold out in less than an hour.
I mean, yeah, and the thing is, when the Xbox One sold out, they had it back there for sale through Wake Up Now.
Yeah,
you know,
things like $75 off the regular price.
Exactly, and you know, and the best thing about it is that whenever you share, you hit one of these buttons at the top here. You know, the Facebook, the Twitter, or Pinterest. Whenever you share this to social media, and somebody buys from, you know, somebody clicks on that link and buys, you know, whatever product that is, you're going to receive a commission off of that, you know. Wake Up Now is focused on being the very, very first social distribution network where basically, you know, they're bringing social media and products for sale all together, so we can distribute products and services through social media and get commissions. No other company is doing that. Wake Up Now is, you know, a first of its kind. They're becoming a category of one. You know, the vision that this company has is incredible. You know, where they're going, you know, becoming a billion-dollar company, becoming an iconic company. They're not focused on what other network marketing companies are doing, because they're focused on being, you know, a category of one. So they can't even compare to any other companies because they're just focused on themselves, you know. So some other things that we just brought out is our 1MD. You know, the 1MD actually is amazing, because instead of using WebMD, guys, you guys have access to your own 24-hour doctor. It's all part of your membership. So let's say, you know, you were sick, your throat was hurting or something, and you needed to get a hold of a doctor, okay? If you didn't have Wake Up Now and you couldn't leave your house, right, and you want to call a doctor over to check up on you, it's going to be about $200 for something like that, for a doctor just to come out and see you. With 1MD, all you have to do is, you know, Skype in, you know, call your doctor, FaceTime, whatever, send them a picture of your throat if your throat was hurting, and they'll write you out a prescription. They'll send it over to the pharmacy. You go to the pharmacy and pick it up. I mean, that's a powerful, you know, product on itself. Another thing is the one personal assistant. Shavar can kind of give you what happened in Ohio. What did we use the one personal assistant for, man?
We went to Ohio. We was in a small town. You know, we wanted crab legs, you know. So we're looking around on Google for places that serve crab legs. We're asking people in Ohio, that in the town where we're at, no one knew. So I contacted a personal assistant. In less than 10 minutes, I had an answer. I actually found 2 places. I mean, it's crazy. It
was like $20 a pound, right, or something?
Yeah, I said nah.
So you have your own personal assistant. You know, as independent business owners, we need an assistant. We need somebody who's going to take some of the load off of us at times when we don't want to do the tedious things, you know, looking for crab legs, you know, or, you know, if you have to wake up early in the morning, tell your personal assistant to give you a call because you have to go to a business meeting, whatever the case may be. So, guys, there's so many products and services that we have. We have our, you know, our identity theft protection, the credit card protection, the computer protection. We also have tangible products. We have the energy drinks. We don't have none right here, but we have energy drinks, you know, with 0 sugar, 10 calories. We have the cans. We have the tear packets. We have coffee. Okay. We have, you know, a skincare product for all the ladies out there that want to use the shampoos, conditioners, soaps, toothpaste, whatever. I mean, there's just a bunch of tangible products as well. We have a whole bunch of things coming, you know, in the future. But guys, Wake Up Now is the movement. It's where it's at. We have products for everyone. No matter what you do, no matter what you do as a profession, whether you're an investor or a doctor, you're going to need something that we have, all right? So what we want to do right now is, you know, the products are great, but we all like to make money as well, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, just kind of get into the compensation plan a little bit. And, you know, first of all, let me just say, Wake Up Now has the second best compensation plan out there. Just go to, you know, businessforhome.org and you guys will see that. So, but go ahead and tell them why we have the best compensation plan.
Well, telling them why, I mean, I'm just going to tell them what it is. You know, show them the numbers, tell them the numbers. You know, we starting off with Wake Up Now, start off as an IBO. All right? You enroll your first person, now you're Director 1. Your second and your third. When you get your third person, now you're Director 3, earning $100 a month in residual income, which takes care of your membership. Okay. Now from there, what we do is this: we help those 3 bring in 3 people. When they do that, they would turn into a Director 3, which puts you at Founder 3, which is $600 a month in residual income. You know, 12 people is all you need to make $600 a month and Wake Up Now. That's crazy, you know, and I'm not going to drag this out, but Founder 3 has a few other levels where you can make $700 a month, $800 a month, and $1,000 a month. All right, now once you build a team of 112 people, you achieve the rank of Founder 4, which is $2,500 a month in residual income, plus $250 in vacation dollars. And you can save that up for 3 months and you can take a trip. You know, that's what I did. I'm going to Las Vegas next month, paid for by Wake Up Now. All I do is, you know, fill out the form, take a few pictures, tell them about my trip, and, you know, I get reimbursed for it. Now, as Founder 4, which is 112 people, once your team goes out and gets 1 person each, you know, you accumulate a team of 224 people, which is Founder 5, which is, what's that, $5,000 a month plus $250 towards vacation again, and $250 lifestyle bonus, which you can use for, you know, your mortgage, your student loans, or a car. That's crazy. I mean, what other companies doing things like that?
They're not.
They're not. You know, Now, from Founder 5 to Founder 6, all you have to do is repeat the same process you did from Founder 4 to Founder 5. One person, okay? You get a residual income of $8,000, and now your vacation bonus goes up to $375 a month and $375 lifestyle bonus. And you know, there's other ranks, Founder 7, Executive, all the way up to, you know, Global Executive, which we have right now, which is $114,000 a month. You know, I'm not gonna scare you with those big numbers, but there's people in this company who achieve those ranks. Global Executive, less than 12 months, less than 9 months. You know, we have, what, 3 of them right now, I believe. Comp plan is crazy, it's ridiculous. I think it's the best comp plan out there. I haven't seen nothing better than it.
Yeah. Guys, make sure, you know, down below, you know, you'll see flashes of the income disclosure, because, you know, results are not typical and everybody's going to have different results. You know, just because some of us came in here, we started killing it from day one, doesn't mean you're going to do the same. You guys have to put the time in, you got to put the effort in. And for those of you guys that are watching this video and you're learning about Wake Up Now, you're learning about the MAC team for the first time, you know, understand that we work hard. We work very hard. You know, just because you guys see us traveling all the time, you know, having fun, we're working hard behind the scenes. Okay, so understand, you're not just going to be able to come in here and make, you know, a crazy amount of money from the beginning by just sitting on your, you know, on your hands all day not doing nothing. You guys have to put the work in. Like we said, we have everything mapped out for you guys, from all the training and the softwares that we have. You know, by getting started on our team, guys, you're getting access to a lot of softwares. You're getting, you know, Facebook softwares that, you know, can help you, you know, build your friends list and max out on your friends list, you know, within a week or so. You know, we have Craigslist softwares, we have email blasters, we have email scrapers. You know, we have about $200 worth of softwares that you guys get for free just by being part of our team. Okay, so along with all the training that John talked about just now, along with the training website that we have, you know, the social network and all the softwares, you guys are also going to get access to all of our conference calls that we have set up for you guys. So it's very simple. You know, this business is so easy for you guys. You know, leave all of the hard work for your leaders, for myself, Shavar, John, you know, Eric, Derek, you know, all the guys that are on the team. Leave all the hard work for us. Let us set everything up for you guys, and all you guys have to do is implement what we show you guys. Invite people to the conference calls. Let your leaders call, you know, close the calls out, and then do 3-way calls like we kind of explained to you guys on our team training site, and that's it. I mean, it's that simple. That's what we did to get to where we're at now, you know, and that's what we're teaching our team to do. So guys, you know, let's make it happen, man. You guys heard the products and services. You heard about the movement that we had going on with the MAC team. It's gonna explode. What we're gonna do within the next 6 months, let alone 3 months, is gonna be ridiculous. And I'm just gonna say this, you know, not to be you know, not to be mean or anything, but we're gonna be moving so fast, and if you guys aren't keeping up with us, you're gonna get left behind very fast. You know, when Shavar hits executive, when I hit executive, when John hits executive, we're not gonna be worried about the people that came in 7 months ago and are still D1s or D3s. Because we have other people on the team that are moving with us, that are doing the same things with us, that understand that now is the time. Now is the time to make it happen. So guys, you know, that's all I have to say. I'm gonna let Shavar go ahead and close it out. But let's make it happen, guys. MAC team.
Hey, that's pretty much it, man. You see the movement we're doing. You know, you learn about the products, the comp plan. You heard John with the training. And I'm gonna tell you right now, John's training, you know, it really helped me in my business. So I know he doesn't even want to tell me everything he's releasing. So I know it's something crazy. You guys are gonna get with the MAC team now. No need to wait.
Guys, get back to the person that invited you to this video. Let's make it happen. Peace.
MAC team.